what Villa might need to go into the transfer market for another attacker to get them into European places?
They've got some good options, Gabby, now, but I think Villa are what they are. I think they're a team that are going to be in and around the top 10 or 12. I don't think they're an awful lot better than that right now. I think Unai Emery's got some work to do. He's got some purchases to make, I think, this next month, and we'll see then after that. But there's still some way short of being in the picture, really, at the top of the table.
Is like a goal scorer. There's someone who can get 20 plus, and then you get help off the second striker, the third striker, the midfielders. But they look as if they're never going to have a 20 goal a season, man. They have to try. I know it's hard, and everybody's looking for them. But whether Unai can go to Spain and get some hidden gem for Aston Villa, but they need someone who scores not a bundle of goals, but more than what they have at the moment.
Restart to the Premier League for you?
Yeah, perfect for us. You know, our away form hasn't been good enough this season. We know that. Big result against Tottenham before the break, and it was important to back that up. So, tough place to come. New manager, you know, buying into the way he plays, really good squad, always a tough place to come, Villa Park, so a real important 3 points for us.
In terms of the flow of the game, are you pleased you withstood all that pressure from them at the start of the second half?
Yeah, look, the first half couldn't have went much better for us. You know, we dominated the game, had some really big chances, could have been more in front, but we knew they were going to get, you know, we knew they were going to react, they knew they were going to come out a bit more positive and try and get after us. They've done that. Obviously, you know, a tough start to the second half, you know, conceding a goal, 2-1, making it interesting. We had to dig deep, and sometimes you have to do that, especially away from home, and we showed a different side to us today where we dug in, and then obviously we hit in the counter-attack, and, you know, Stefan, brilliant for him. You know, he's been around the first team long enough now, and, you know, he's really stepped up his game, and he was brilliant when he came on.
I don't know if you know, but you made Premier League history tonight. Your assist for that first goal means you now have the most assists for a defender ever in the Premier League. What does that mean to you? And talk us through that first goal. It was like a video game almost.
Yeah, look, obviously we started really well. You know, I put the ball in front of the face for Darwin. You know, he just couldn't put it away, and then we got a corner, and Trent's played an unbelievable ball to me, and I've just seen more at the back post. So, look, full-backs have obviously, you know, it's evolved a lot, and, you know, it's about going forward now as well as defending. But, you know, first and foremost, I want to, you know, defend and things like that. But, you know, it's a big part of our game, and, you know, obviously I equalled it just before the break, and I knew I'd done that, you know, 2 against Southampton, and, you know, during the break I just wanted to try and get back and try and beat it. So, first game back, it's always nice. Like, I'm not into really individual things and things like that. You know, I'm all for the team, but, you know, when you do stuff like that and it's, you're in the Premier League against some unbelievable defenders, then, you know, it's always nice to put yourself at the top there.
Cheers, Andy. Well played.
First goal came courtesy of an Andy Robertson assist, which we were just referencing there, which means Macca now has got the most Premier League assists for a defender, which is quite some feat, really, isn't it?
It is. We've waxed lyrical about the 2 full-backs for Liverpool on many, many occasions. He's got Trent in that list as well, hunting them down. But the main part of the goal was the Trent ball, wasn't it? Because it was such a lovely ball. But Andy Robertson, he assisted one, as he mentioned in his interview, to DARWIN Nunez early on in the game, which he dummied. This time around, he puts it on a play for Mo Salah, who scores. And they continue to keep on adding to Liverpool's offensive tactics. And they both played really well again tonight.
Half they would come back different to try to equalize the game. We had to suffer. We suffered together. And then with the subs, the young players, they really helped us. So yes, really important 3 points.
Talk to me a little bit about that break, because you went away with the World Cup as well, played a game in that World Cup too. How difficult was it to come back and have the Premier League right there, or was it difficult at all?
It's our second game already. So in the first game, in the cup game, I felt really well physically. I think for us was good this break, because our position were not good in the Premier League, so we know that we have to change it. So to change it, we have to win games, win consecutive games. So it was really important to win the first one today. And in the physical wise, I feel really well. As I said before, we had to suffer together because Villa tried to push and score the second goal and equalize the game, but we defended really well. And yeah, we scored the third goal, who gave a more easier game, so we could control the game, have more possession, and yes, keep the 3 points.
Fab, how difficult it was for you, the fact that you played with 5 different midfielders tonight? You started the game with Thiago and Jordan, and in the end you finished with Stefan, you finished with Naby Keita, Harvey Elliott, and then Ben Doak at the end.
Yes, as I said, in the first half we played a really good game. Thiago and Hendo, they were really active in the pressure, with the ball as well, moving. And yes, as I said before, the young players, when they came in, they really changed the game, because they came in when Villa was better in the game. So it's never easy for a young player coming in a game like this. But yes, Stefan, he scored his first with us, so we are really happy for him. But not just the goal, he's a really good player. He has a lot of personality, he really play, he goes to the contact, so we have a lot of confidence. And him, Naby, I don't need to say nothing about Naby, because he's with us a long time, so he know what he have to do. And then yes, Harvey, Ben working hard for the team. That was what we need at the moment. Yes, so he did a really good job.
Tell us a little bit about the environment that Liverpool managed to set out for these young players that come through, because they always seem to thrive with the senior players like you now around them to help guide them. What is it that you put in place to make sure that those young players grow up in the right way?
I think I can talk a little bit about Stefan. He's training with us, I think, since the beginning of the season. So he's someone who always put hard work in the training, and he get the opportunity to play. He really try his best. He's someone who really listen when we have to speak to them. When Pep and Vito, with someone who is always with the young players.
And it was a nice finish, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really nice, really calm. When the ball came to him, I always think shoot, but he took the best option. He passed past the keeper, and then he scored.
I bet he was really happy behind the scenes, wasn't he? What was his reaction?
Yeah, he was really happy. But he's someone calm. Looks like wasn't his first goal with the first team. So yes, the first, but hopefully not the last in the season.
How rare is that kind of confidence for a player so young to take a finish like that in a match where really you needed that goal?
Yes, it's really rare. But as I said, if it was me, I didn't know if I was to pass past the player. But yes, as I said before, he has a lot of personality, and he's a good player. That's why he's with us. So yes, that's it.
Just a quick one before we let you go. How important was this win for you guys? 3 points, because your manager's saying, look, we must make top four, and you all must feel that.
Yes, this is the goal now. Try to close the gap to the other teams. Tottenham is now in first position, so we want to be there in the top four. So we have to close the gap to them. So it was important the win today. And as I said before, our position is not good. It's not the perfect position, but to change this, we have to win the games, play better football than we played in the first 6 months. Yes, just try to keep in this rhythm and winning games.
Excellent. Well, we'll let you go because you've earned a break after all that running. Thank you so much. I'll take the mic. Thank you. Lovely to speak to you. Thanks for spending so much time out here as well.